So if we look at this tiger stripe cow in the picture here, we look at her as cattle start to get in better body condition score, they'll start looking a little squarer and less round in appearance. If we look at that cow, the first thing we notice is she's in really good body condition score. And so as we start to study her, we can't see any ribs on that cow. She's really filled in, complete with muscle. We don't have any muscle atrophy. And so that tells us she's gonna be a body condition score 6, 7, 8, or 9. As we look at that cow today, I would call that cow about a 7.5. She's approaching an 8. She's just not quite there. Want to see a little bit more fat pone to finish filling out that watermelon to call her a body condition score 8. So if we look at this cow standing in front of us, if we look at her, we can't see any ribs on that cow. From hooks to pins, you can see how that's filled in and it's kind of hard to see those bones. But if we look back there, we really don't start having any fat pones on each side of the tail head as she's moving away from us. So I would call that cow a body condition score 5. So if we look at this red cow in front of us, I think the first thing we can all see is she's in really good shape. And so if we think about her body condition scores from 1 to 9, to me, I would call this cow somewhere between a body condition score of 6 and a 7. She's really right in the middle of those two. If we look at her, the fat pone back behind her tail head there, it's really starting to fill up. It's starting to get close to what we would see on a 7. And typically what we equate with a 7 is thinking of a cantaloupe and cutting it in half and on each side of the tail head. She's not quite there yet, she's close, but she's a little bit bigger than that orange we would think about. And then the other place where we can really see the fat on this cow here is down in her brisket. You can see how her brisket actually drops and comes to a point and then goes back up. If we look at some cattle carrying a little less flesh, that brisket won't be near as deep.